for our learning target. I want you to say this. Say, I will show halves, thirds, and sixths on a cake. Now, Mitchell and Karina at home, you cannot see what we are doing because we're using little pattern blocks. So I'm going to try to turn this so that you guys can see down here in front. So the kids all took out their little yellow cakes. This is why it took me a little bit because I had to pass these out. My loves, say, here is my cake. Now, the other colors that are in your dish are going to be the frosting. My sweets, what you can do is pull your dish closer to you. The first color frosting we're going to put on our cake is red. But before you do that, freeze. When you see a cake, does the frosting hang off the top of the cake? So I want you to put red frosting on, but it needs to fit on your cake. Only red frosting. Go. Make sure the pieces fit right on top. All of the cake should be covered. So if you don't know what, like this. Prince has got it. Bridget has got it. You should fit all of the frosting on your cake so that the whole cake is frosted and covered. Yep, just with red and then lit. Jordan did it. Good listening. Caleb did it. DeAndre, you're done. You can look like Prince and Jaden. They're not touching their cakes. Jordan, Kylan, great. How many lines do you see? Look at the top of your cake. How many lines do you see in your cake? Tamia, just one. So it looks like our cake is cut in half. You guys know this, my loves. If I said I want you to pretend that you ate half of your cake, how much frosting would you take off? If you ate half, you would just take off one piece of your frosting. Say, I ate one half. Like this, go num num num. Okay, put that frosting back in your dish. How much of your cake is left? Raise your hand. One half. 5K, say 1/2 of my cake is left. My loves, eat your last half of your cake. Pretend. Put it back in your dish. All right, this time we're going to frost our cake using blue frosting. My sweets, carefully take out all of your blue frosting. You have to have it all fit on your cake. Figure out how to get all 3 of those pieces on your cake for the frosting. Put them on top. Just keep using your fingers to push them around gently until you can get all 3 on your cake. None of the sides can hang off, so be careful. Put all of them on the cake. Good job. You got it. Good, Jordan. Good, honey, but you got to make sure. You see how you have yellow cake at the top? You got to turn these. There you go, sweetheart. Good. Jordan's got it. Prince has got it.
I got it.
You did. Good job, London. No, honey. Look it. See how all of hers is frosted on the cake? Turn this one so that it fits over here. There. Now put your last frosting on. Good job. Caleb and Zaya. Guys, how many lines do you see on your cake this time? Raise your hand. Don't blurt. How many lines do you see on your cake this time? Adelia, how many lines do you see? 3. You should see 3 lines. 5K. How many pieces of frosting do you have? 3. So my loves, when we put up for May, day number 3, We did not say May 3. We said May 3rd. So your cake is cut into 3 pieces, so it's in thirds. My loves, if I said you could eat 2/3 of your cake, how many pieces do you get to eat? If I said you could eat 2/3, London, you get to eat 2 of the 3 pieces. My loves, eat 2/3, 2 of the 3 pieces. Put them back in your dish. Raise your hand. How many pieces are still left on your cake? You didn't follow directions. You should still have some left. Ryan, how many pieces are still left? Yeah, boys and girls, say, I have 1/3 left. My loves, eat your last 1/3 of your cake. You guys are doing great. Now, what color frosting have we not used? Look in your dish, raise your hand. What color frosting have we not used? London. Green. My sweets. Jordan and Jair. You need to be very careful with the green frosting. This is the trickiest of all. Take out all... DeAndre, that's not doing what I said you should be. Take out all of your green frostings. You should have 6 of them. You need to fit these 6 pieces on your cake. Honey, you have to put them on top of your yellow cake. Nizier, don't put them on the table. You have to put them on top of your yellow cake. Caleb, good job. Bridget is quietly working, thinking about it. Frosting her cake. All right. Should have all of those 6 fitting on top. You got it, babe. Good, honey. Keep going. That looks great. Nice job, Mason. Good job, Prince. It does look like a pizza. Yep. So the straight edges have to go by the straight edges. Then put that one on. You got it. You did great. Good, Tamia. Good, Nizier. Yep, you got it. So the straight edges, there you go. Yep, and you just have to scooch them over a little bit. There you go, sweetie. Good job. Caleb, you're doing great. Bridget, you did great. Good job, Zaya. This one is the trickiest, and lots of you did it. Green team, you are all done. Good, honey. Yep. Nope, that's perfect. Leave them there. You just have to scooch them up. You have them right. You just need to scooch them. When you're done, I want you to count how many lines you see on your cake. Do you know already? Okay, hold on, sweets. How many lines? Yep, you can squish it on there. Yep. Okay. And your last piece. Honey, don't keep taking them off. How many pieces do you see, Bridget? How many pieces on your cake? 6 pieces on your cake. Okay, next time leave them on. My loves, you have 6 pieces, so your cake is cut into 6ths. If I told you to eat 1/6, how many pieces? One, my loves, only eat 1/6. Take a piece, eat that one little piece. Just pretend, put it back in your dish with the rest of your frosting. How many pieces do you still have left? Raise your hand. If you ate 1/6, how many pieces are still left? Mason, you still have 5/6 left. 5K, say, I have 5/6 left. My loves, now I want you to eat 3/6. How many pieces are you going to take off to eat? 3. Take off 3. Be careful. Don't take off all your other ones. Pretend to eat those pieces of cake. Put those 3 in your dish. How many do you have left on your cake? Raise your hand. How many are left on your cake, Caleb? 2. 5K, say, I have 2/6. My loves, eat your last 2/6. My sweets, say, that was delicious. Now, what I would like you to do is put your lesson. You guys did great. You learned how to show halves, thirds, and sixths on your cake. Nope. Okay. What is this right here in the corner? You could sit on it. Your house has 4 of these. I love Delilah, strong hand. A wall. I want you to circle the wall. Let me scoot you up closer to the board so you guys are ready. Wow, what a good listener. Thanks, Prince. Adelia, DeAndre, good listening. Here, sweetheart. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, honey. Bridget, nice 2-inch line. Good girl. DeAndre, nice 2-inch line. Thank you, sweetie. Jordan. Nazir. Jair. I see children who listen. Their pencil boxes are next to their pattern blocks, and children aren't touching their pattern blocks. Good girl. Adelia. Zaya, here, sweetie. Kylan and Jaden. Here are my sweets. This will not take long at all. You are doing. My sweets, what number? Can you guys see that? Must have shut off because you are back. And it did not switch it. There we go. All right. What number do you see at the top of your paper? Raise your hand. Please don't blurt. What number is that? Jordan. A 9 and a 7 makes 97. My loves, you can make your 97s and trace them. You're going to make them 4 times. I see some neat handwriting. Always take your time. Bridget, that looks very neat. Kylan, good girl, making your pencil move slowly, sweetheart. How many digits do you see on the line? Jaden, that's very neat. Jaden, honey, would you count by 2s very loudly for us? Go for it, sweetie. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's exactly right. Say, good job, Jaden. My sweets, you need to write a 10 up here on the line. 10 digits, 10 numbers. How many tally marks are we making today? Kylan. Today is May 11th. 11, that's a piece of, hey, we just got done eating cake. Well, pretend cake. We didn't actually eat them. Those would be pattern blocks. That would be disgusting. All right, my loves, 11 tally marks. Silly Mrs. Barch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tally up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, tally up, 10, 11. Stop. You should have 2 full 5s and 1 extra. DeAndre, how old will you be tomorrow? Pick it up, sweetie. 7. Tomorrow you will be 7. Throw that away, babe. All right. Now, we're not going to actually write these math facts. We're just going to draw math fact cards, or we could write the letter. I'll ask you. It says Daniel wrote 5 adding 9 facts. We're not going to write 9 plus 5, 9 plus 4. We're not going to do that. If he wrote 5 math facts, do you want to make the shape of the fact card, or do you want to write the letter that starts fact? I'll ask you. Adelia, you're the first hand I saw. What do you want to write? The cards. What shape is our math fact cards that we use, Adelia? Rectangles. My loves, you need to make 5 rectangles in the box. 5 of them. Go, because he made 5 math facts. 5 math facts. 5 rectangles. I love seeing children double check. That's so great. Thanks, Prince, for the thumbs up. Then it says, good job, Caleb. Then it says he wrote 3 more. What do we do? Ryan, what should we do, babe? I can't hear you, sweetie. But first, before we draw 3 more, we should draw a line. Draw a line. All right. It says to show the facts he wrote, say we did that. Now we need to write a number sentence. So how many did he make first? Tamia? 5. You got it. So write a 5. What do we need next, Tamia? We do need a plus because he wrote more. How many more did he write, sweetheart? He had written 3 more. You got it. And then what sign do I need, sweetie? Equals. You got it. How many does he have all together? Good girl. She's hopping on her name tag. 5. Up 3 more. 8. You could also just count how many rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, a crazy 8. She's right. How many math facts did he write, you guys? 8. So you need to write it again. If you don't remember, you can just look. You don't need to touch. I think you guys remember. What were the 3 colors of frosting we used on the cakes? Raise your hand. What 3 colors? Kylan. We used blue, red, and my loves, you need to take out your blue, your red, and your green. Very quietly, take out those colors, blue, red, and green. Colored pencils, crayons, whatever you want to use, blue, red, and green. Wow, children are doing that very quietly. You're not touching your pattern blocks. Take out your colors, blue, red, and green. Blue, red, and green. Zaya. Look on the, what does it say? That goes in with the Legos. All right, my sweets, Prince has got them. When you have your blue, red, and your green out, you can just park them on your pencil box. Mitchell and Karina, I'm going to fold this up so my kids here at school can see. If you see the cakes that we worked on before, say, uh-huh. All right, it says point to the cake that is divided into halves. Look at these 3 cakes. Raise your hand. Which one's cut in half? Which one is cut in half? London. Yep, how many lines? Just? Where? Point to it on your paper. Which one? Yes, she's right. This last cake is cut in half. Listen, it says color 1/2 of the cake red. So how many pieces are we coloring? 1. Take your red. Only color 1 of these 2 pieces red because it's only 1/2. So color 1. When you're done. Says point to the cake that is divided into thirds. Which cake is in thirds? The first cake or the middle cake? Raise your hand. Look carefully. Which one's divided into thirds? Jordan. Thirds means how many pieces? The second one. Thirds means 3 pieces. It says, yes, these are exactly like the cakes you made. It says color 1/3 blue. So how many pieces are you coloring if it says to color 1/3 blue? Adelia. 1. Color 1 piece of that cake. You guys got it. Way to go with the cakes, you guys. I am proud of you. And then that last cake is divided into sixths. Good girl, Adelia. Good job remembering. It says we're going to color 1/6 of the cake green. We're coloring 1/6. How many pieces are we coloring, Jair? 1. So take your green. Yep. Color 1 of those 6 pieces, just 1, green. You can color any 1 piece you want green. It doesn't have to be the same piece as me, but just 1. When you're done, you can put these 3 colors away and take out your brown. Put those 3 away, take out your brown. What are we coloring with our brown? Raise your hand. Zaya, which coins? Not the dimes. There's no is brown. What's it called? Prince? No, we're not coloring the nickels brown. Those aren't nickels. You're right. What coin do we color brown, Bridget? Penny. The pennies. Sweetheart, how many pennies do you see? 2. There is only 2 pennies. You got it, babe. These last, girl, looking carefully. Color those last 2 brown. Make sure you don't scribble across them. Okay, color in the lines for each one. Do neat, careful work. You go to 1st grade. You're going to have to do neat, careful work. All right. Let me peel my brown quick. Sorry, guys. Prince, you remembered what those other coins were called. Yes, Kylan. Yep. Prince, what were those other coins called? Not dimes. Nope, these ones. Pickle, tickle. Nickels. Yep. How much are nickels worth? Nickels are worth how much? How many cents? London, 5 cents. My loves, with your pencil, I want you to write a 5 on top of those nickels. Write a 5 on top. What else should we do with our coins? We wrote 5s on top, Jordan. Make sure you wrote your 5s on top. What else should we do, Prince? What else do we need to do to our coins, babe? What, honey? Not yet. What do we need to write on top of our pennies? Prince, what do we need to write on top of our pennies? 1s. And then we need to draw something. What should we draw? A line. You got it, Zaya. In between our nickels and our pencil. We know when to switch. Good job, sweetheart. Good job keeping up. You guys ready to count? Oh, yes, you are. You silly gooses. Count with me by 5s. Nickels. Ready? Set. Go. 5, 10. Good, Jair. 15, 20, 25. Switch. 25. And one more makes 26. 27. How do I write 27? Have a seat. How do I write 27? Mason. A 2, 7. So right on top, you're going to write. And what can't I forget? Yep. I just felt like it. It says to show 12:30 on both clocks. But what is the other way we can say 12:30? 12:30. Yep. All right. So I need help with my digital clock first. How do I write 12:30? Then we get to go outside and play. Raise your hand. How do I write 12:30? Tamia. There you go. Oh, you want to do the analog clock first? Sure. Big hand to the 6. You got it, sweetie. We can do this clock first. And where does my little hand go for 12:30? In between the 1 and the, nope. No, not the 1 and the 2. That would be 1:30. In between the 12 and the, yep, in between the 12 and the 1. Make sure it's in the middle of the 12 and the 1. Jair, how do I write 12:30 on my digital clock? What should I write? I should write all right, a 12. DeAndre, how do I write a 12? No, that's 14. A 1 and a 2. Yep. And how do I write 30? 30 sounds like the number. No, 30 sounds like I'm about to say the number. 30 sounds like 3. 30 and 3. Yep, they both start with their TH. A 3 and a cup of tea. You're 0. You got it. My sweets, make sure you filled in your digital clock. I still see some digital clocks empty. You need to fix that, sweetie. Mitchell and Karina, thank you for joining, my sweets. We will see you tomorrow for Bible lesson. Bye, my loves. All right. We cannot go in the gym